Hello everyone, thanks for joining me at the Just Auto Care YouTube channel. Today I'm presenting a 2022 Porsche 911 base C2. This car is a minimally optioned base C2. The options that you're looking at and that really stand out are of course the Carrera Classic wheels, the sport exhaust, and the rear wiper. And once we get into the inside, we have the GT steering wheel, and of course we have sport chrono. So this car is a lower option 911, and as I was looking through and reviewing this car and just talking about it, a lot of questions came to mind. A lot of questions were brought up as I was considering the idea of talking about this car and bringing it to the channel. And the first question I get is, what is a base C2 like to drive? Of course, with any 911, the discussion is either you love it or you hate it. People either love to support these cars or they love to compare and say that there's an alternative option that is not only less expensive but better, and we'll talk about that as well. But for starters, I want to talk and bring the base C2 992 into the channel and talk about it, because as we kind of go to the C2, we talk about the Carrera T, talk about the Carrera S. I think it's important to have a baseline of where to start, where to begin. And with this car having the wide body for the 992, I have to say it looks really nice. The rear fenders, rear quarter panel, especially optional with these Carrera Classic wheels, I think it looks even better in person, so videos will not do justice. But the other question was horsepower. So 379 horsepower in today's market for $100,000 is honestly, it's kind of it's not very appealing. It's not exciting. And when I came into reviewing this car, that was my biggest concern. And really, I wanted to know what the power delivery would be like, right? Especially packaged with the PDK. And having experienced the C7, C8 Corvettes, the GT350, of course, the manual, and then the GM 8-speed out of the C7, I have to say that the power in this car is more than enough for the roads. It's not to the level where you drive it and you get on it and then you're afraid of really going way above the speed limit. The amount of horsepower that's in this car and the power it has, and of course paired with the PDK, you can truly enjoy this car on the road. This car will provide you not only the driver engagement, but it'll also keep you at a lower speed than a S or GTS or any of the other comparative cars. And that's not to say this car is slow. It's 0 to 60 is still mid 3 seconds, so the car is exceptionally fast off the line. But just the way that it's packaged, it really allows the driver to engage in that driving experience. And coming from the alternatives, right, the Mustangs, the Camaros, Corvettes, or even the AMGs, C63s, the M3s now, because of course those are getting up there in price as well. You can easily option an M3 comp to near $100,000 or even $100,000, and I imagine the same for the new C63 that's coming out. So at $100,000 today for the base C2, 106 to be precise for the 23 model year, it's really not that crazy, because if you drive it, the driver experience is what you're paying for. When you're looking at the Porsches, I would really say don't look at the horsepower number. Look at just how the car drives, and look at the features that it provides for the driver. And that is how you'd be able to define a Porsche 911. Because for me, it really, the horsepower number and torque number was something that I was truthfully obsessing over and wasn't so sure of. But I can say that the horsepower is not an issue in this car. With the base C2, you have an open diff, and this model does not have a rear re-axle steer, and the car still drives amazing, right? So a lot of times on the forums or discussions, it's like you have to have certain options. You have to have re-axle steer, you have to have the larger brakes, but I can tell you in base form, this car is perfect for someone who's looking to have a weekend warrior, a weekend car, or even daily driver. The cabin is a bit loud, but this is a car that you can enjoy day in, day out, and really have a smile on your face whenever you get behind the wheel. So what I would say is, if you're thinking about a base C2 and you're comparing it to other cars, look at the reviews of what you're looking at. And what I can tell you when it comes to base C2, everything you hear about this is true. Motor Trend has reviewed the base C2 compared against the C8 Corvette, and they love the base C2 because it's the all-around package that allows for comfort, luxury, and also a lot of driver engagement. So one option I would say that for me stands out is the Sport exhaust. That's something that I would recommend, but nothing is essential, right? So even if you get a base bare bone C2, you will enjoy it. There's no such thing as getting a Porsche and not having fun. So if you're on the line and you're deciding and you get the call from a dealership saying that your car or your allocation is here, I would really challenge you to take it. I think you'll love it. These cars are amazing to drive. Allocations are limited today, and I'm sure they will be for the 992.1 model year. And I think overall this model year will go down into not history, but it'll go down and be considered one of the great Porsches because of just the balance it provides for the money, and especially how expensive cars are getting today. This car serves all the purposes. Now, in terms of reviewing and the driver engagement, it's also unique because it has that open diff and the engine in the back. So if you're not used to driving a Porsche, that's going to be another fun part of the car, fun aspect of the car for you to enjoy. So thank you very much. Thanks again for joining me today at the Just Auto Care YouTube channel. I'll be working on bringing other cars to you. If you enjoyed this review, please let me know. If you want to see any further content, any other cars that you specifically want to identify, please let me know, and I will do my best to bring them to you. For now, take care, and we'll see you later.